The clinic that Nanjo had opened and later passed on to his son still existed in Nijima. The SH doctor was Nanjo's son, but the atmosphere about him was very different.
わざわざお越しくださり、誠に申し訳ないのですが、特にお話しすることはありません。
Nanjo's son said that very indifferently.
あの島の事故がワイドショーなどで非常に不謹慎に取り上げられて以来、後宮氏の主治医であり友人でもあった父にも大変心外な関心が多数寄せられました。そのいずれもが何の根拠もなく、また父のそれまでの業績を汚すものでした。私はそれら全てについて未だに強く憤慨しています。
無理もないことと思います。私も同じようなものですので、私など6つの時から延々です。
そうでしたね。これは失礼。
The doctor finally remembered that NJ was also a victim who had been exposed to the same curious eyes as he had been.
そんなあなたなら当時の件にもう関わりたくないという私どもの気持ちもお分かりでしょう。あれは不幸な事故でした。それを事件だと騒ぎ立てたがるのは無責任なテレビと雑誌だけです。彼らの態度には心底うんざりさせられますよ。
Nanjo had been bathed with attention for being one of Ushirimiya Kinzo's few friends. Because of that, there's probably an aggressive and persistent rush among the witch hunters and the press to use Nanjo's son as well, a surviving relative, as a source of information. The doctor went on, criticizing the press diligently.
お気持ちよくわかります。私生活に至るまで監視を受け、プライバシーも肖像権も、果ては人権さえも認められてたかわからない私ですから、そのやり場のないお怒り、よくお察しできます。だからこそ、私の人生をここまで台無しにしたあの事件は、一体何だったのか、どうしても知りたいのです。それでここへ来ました。私もあなたと同じ当事者です。雑誌記者でもインタビュアーでもありません。そこを誤解しないでください。私は道楽でこんなところまで来たんじゃない。私を見下すのもいい加減にしてください。あの事件で狂わされた人生の傷跡比べをするならば、私とあなたでは比べ物にもならない。
NJ spoke sharply. The doctor, who hadn't imagined that he would be talked back to in such a forceful manner, couldn't help but fall silent. From NJ's perspective, the doctor really was whining over nothing. She really didn't want to be looked down upon. It was about time to let him understand how many days had passed for her before arriving on this island. The doctor realized that he had said something wrong and remained silent for a while, looking uncomfortable.
当時のことを思い出すのは苦痛でしょうが、ご存知のことがあったら何でも教えてください。もちろん口外はしません。私は私の人生に決着をつけるために私は18です。あの事件は私の人生の12年を奪った。そしてこれからも奪い続けるでしょう。私は6歳のあの日からずっと暗闇に放り込まれたままなんです。そんな私でも知る権利がないとおっしゃるんですか？
いや、失敬。たちの悪い連中ばかりが来ていたので、私もつい身構えてしまったようです。失敬したのをお詫びします。わかりました。他言無用を誓っていただけるなら何でもお話しします。
ありがとう先生。ではお願いします。何でも結構です。話してください。
知っての通り、父は後宮氏の主治医であると同時にチェスを通じた友人同士でもありました。その親交は後宮氏が六軒島に移り住んできた当時からのとても長いものでした。
どのくらい仲が良かったのですか？
相当だったようです。チェスの縁で先方の屋敷に厄介になることも少なくなかったようです。私の口から言うのもなんだが、後宮氏は非常に気難しい方でした。そして父はそんな人間と付き合うのに長けた非常におおらかな人だった。孤独な後宮氏にとって稀な友人であったことは想像に難しくないでしょう。
当日は親族会議でした。 後宮家の親族会議は資産やその運用などについて厳しく問われるさながら経営会議のようなものだったとされています。そのような席にまで出席を求められるほどに南條先生は信頼を得ていたわけですね。
父は純朴な医師であり、後宮家のような富豪の財産運用について助言できるような立場にあったとは思いません。おそらく当時の後宮氏は健康状態が優れられなかったでしょうから、その買い添えとして呼ばれていたのでしょう。親友の父ならおそらく口も固く、親族会議上の秘密もきっと漏らさないと信頼されていたに違いない。
当時の後宮金蔵はかなり健康状態が悪かったのでしょうか。カルテが残っていたりはしますか？
事故の当日はカルテを持参していたのでしょう。後宮氏のカルテは残念ながらフォルダごと失われています。父のクラン家ですし、私も詳しいことは分かりません。
事件の前後、何か気になるようなことはありました？
あるにはあります。ですが非常に誤解を招きそうなので、あまり言いたくはありません。
何ですか？それを教えてください。
For a while, the doctor beat around the bush, but after saying that much, he wouldn't be able to fool Enji by dodging the subject. He eventually gave in, and after making Enji swear to herself secrecy again, told her.
実はあの事故の数日後に私の自宅に郵便が届いたのです。
郵便？
それはとても奇妙な郵便でした。差出人が私になっているのですが、それは身に覚えのないものでした。何者かが私の名を語って出したということです。宛先は北海道の礼文島。北方領土の話を抜きにすれば日本の最北端の島です。その宛先人がなんと礼文島の住所ではありますが、父の名前だったのです。しかし送付先住所が間違っているらしく、住所不明の付箋が貼られて、差出人である私のところへ戻ってきたわけです。
It was a truly strange tale. Najo-san's name was written as the sender. However, he said he hadn't mailed the letter. In short, that meant someone had faked his name and sent it. The destination was Najo Teramasa on Hokkaido's Ribun Island. But the lot number written on it didn't exist, so the local post office had been unable to deliver it and instead sent it back to the sender, Najo-san.
中身は何だったんですか？
本当に他言無用でお願いします。私も非常に迷惑しているんです。かといって捨てるわけにもいかず。
The doctor stood up and faced a bookshelf. There was packed a group of dictionaries that could only have been ornamental, meant to make it very clear that the owner was an intellectual. When he pulled several volumes out of there, a large brown envelope peeked out from behind them. He took that out and tossed it onto the desk. It had been carefully sealed with cellophane tape, and its faded color and dryness made it clear that it had been sealed 12 years ago.
くれぐれも他言無用でお願いします。
Being so persistent that it was annoying, the doctor removed the seal with a paper knife. Then, when he tilted the envelope, an already open mail envelope spilled out. The envelope had a weight to it, hinting that there was something other than the letter inside. The recipient was certainly Najo Teramasa. Just seeing that was a huge shock. Following that incident, Najo's corpse had not been found, and he had eventually been treated as dead after going missing under extraordinary circumstances. And despite that, this letter addressed to Najo in Hokkaido existed. One could almost take this as a sign that he had faked his own death and escaped to Hokkaido.
南條先生は本当に北海道に存在を？あるいは同姓同名の人物が北海道に？
父が何かの事情で事故を逃れ、北海道で存命していたのだとしたら、私たち家族にとっては事情に関わらず嬉しいことです。私も初めはその可能性を考えました。しかしこの封筒の送付先住所は存在しないのです。 つまりこの封筒は届くはずのない郵便なのです。
送付者が正しい住所を書き損じた可能性は？
もちろん否定はできません。ですが住所の番地を見る限りどうもそうは思えないのです。
北海道礼文島礼文郡礼文町 1-2-34-567。
Up until Ribbon City, it's fine. But I just couldn't wipe away the feeling that the sequential number after it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, was a little insincere. Felt like a fake number that some kid had made up.
おそらく明らかに存在しない住所をデタラメに書いたのでしょう。この封筒は初めから存在せず届くはずのない住所に送付されたと考えるのが自然だと思います。
If that destination address didn't exist, mail is generally returned to the sender. But even in the case of an incomplete address, the local post office will often courteously and to the best of its ability research to find whether the sender's intended destination exists. When they still can't find it, the mail is sometimes returned after an investigation of several days. It seemed that the same thing had happened with this envelope, and the stamp was postmarked on October 3rd. It was postmarked on Nijima. Nijima is a long way from Rebun Island. On top of that, the destination was also nonsensical. It had taken more than a week for the mail to be returned. In other words, there was probably a high chance of having the envelope returned to the sender after an unfixed amount of time. Had been the goal from the very beginning. Why do something like that? Even before asking what it was that had been sent, the envelope was already wrapped in mystery.
中身は？
どうぞ。
After getting the doctor's permission, I tilted the already opened envelope. From the inside came a small folded letter and a small key with a number plate attached. Then a magnetic card slid out. A112 was engraved on the key's number plate. I didn't know what it meant. The magnetic card was pitch black and had gold characters engraved on it. Members was written in English. The jet black gold-colored card design made it feel like something very high class. But of course I didn't have a clue what kind of card it was just from that. I unfolded the letter. Its contents were extremely brief, and only the following was written. 07151129. Also written was the name of a certain massive bank known throughout Japan, as well as the words Central Branch. That was all.
これは？
貸金庫のカードと鍵、そして暗証番号でした。それも普通の貸金庫ではない。特別な顧客のみに許されているらしい不気味な貸金庫でした。
After he finished putting his affairs in order following his father's funeral, he had visited the bank. Pin and key and card. There was no doubt that something of great importance was kept there, and he had been naturally curious about what that might be. At first he hadn't known what to do. The card wasn't something he owned in the first place. When he mustered up his courage and showed the card to the bank clerk, he was then switched to a clerk of clearly high status, and was guided to a large vault on the 4th basement. The security on the way there was strict. The doctor himself had stored valuable items such as real estate transcripts in his safe deposit boxes before. But this was something on a whole different level.
私の使っている貸金庫の手続きと違い、カードと暗証番号、そして鍵を持っているならば、本人確認は行われないというシステムでした。ですが、とにかく厳重な金庫室で、その物々しさに怯えました。こんなところに預けざるを得ない、どんな物騒なものが待ち受けているのかと。
それで？
カードをリーダーに通すと、暗証番号の入力を求められました。そしてそこにある8桁の数字を入力すると認証され、金庫室への入室が認められました。すごい光景でしたよ。まるで SF 映画のような世界だった。薄暗い銀色の広大な部屋にびっしりと金庫の扉が埋め尽くされているのです。
He had entered that room along with the clerk. It seems that as soon as the card was read, the vaults had a right to be determined, so that the safes could be lit with a green light, while those he couldn't open were lit with a red one.
A11 にはそれらの金庫のうちの一つを示すものでした。ちなみにそれ以外の金庫にも ずらりと緑ランプが点灯していました。20個以上はあったと思います。あるいは他の一角にももっとあったのかも。いずれにせよ私の鍵は A11 にのみ、他の金庫の中身を確かめる術はありませんでしたが。
As the clerk watched, the doctor had unlocked and opened the safe. When he did, a safe drawer like a large cabinet had opened, and an expensive-looking beryllium case peeked out. That was carried into a separate room, where for the first time the clerk left when he was introduced to the contents.
中身は
現金でした。
現金？どれほど？
新札の100万円の束はちょうど厚みが1センチになると聞いたことがあります。それがこれだけのジュラルミンケースの中にびっしり詰められていたのですから、多分1億はあったでしょう。数えたわけではないから分かりません。手すら触れませんでしたから、私はすぐに直感しました。これは危険な金だと。
It isn't normal to store a whole 100 million yen in cash in a safe like that. It's much easier to deal if you put it into account and turn it to numbers. When someone is unable to do that, then it is clear that there's something wrong with that cash.
私は頭が真っ白になり、すぐに関わり合ってはならないと直感しました。
それで一切手をつけなかった。
はい、そのまま施錠し直し、元の金庫に預けて立ち去りました。この鍵やカードも捨てようと思いましたが、何が起こるかわからない。そのため誰にも内緒で12年もの間本棚の裏に隠し続けてきたのです。あれが何の金だったのか、私にも未だに分かりません。
この封筒をお借りすることはできますか？
いえ、この場で見るだけにしてください。
わかりました。ではちょっと失礼します。調べ物を。
I took One-chan's grimoire from the knapsack I had set down. Then I opened it to the page with the paragraph Beatrice had written to One-chan, and compared the handwriting on both. There was no mistake about the characteristic handwriting. The one who had sent the 100 million yen in cash was Beatrice herself. But what is it? Something's bugging me. What is it? What could it be?
ええ、そんな郵便物が確か届いた気がしますわ。母ちゃん、あれはどこにしまったっけな。
The same envelope and its contents had been sent to Kumasawa's son, who had once lived with her. But he had been very busy in the days since, and seemed to have forgotten about it while running around all over the place. However, its strange contents had apparently stayed in memory, so he remembered it as soon as NJ mentioned it to him. After a bit of a wait, his thin-lipped wife found the envelope, complaining that he always forgot where he put his things right away. The modus operandi for the sender and recipient was the same as Nanjo's son. The sender was made out to be Kumasawa's son, and the recipient was Kumasawa Chiyo. The destination and address was in Okinawa Preference. Okinawa Preference, Yaeyama County, Yonaguni City, 1234567. Yonaguni Island was at the westernmost tip of Japan, and the lot name was the exact same sequential number that had apparently been chosen without much care. Now it was certain. The envelope was definitely sent with the goal of having it be returned to the center. Its contents were exactly the same. A letter and a pin and a bank's main branch written on it. A magnetic card. A key with an attached number plate. The inscription on the number plate was A113. The number right after the one on the key that had been sent to Nanjo. Most likely, inside the vault was the same kind of duralumin case, packed with 100 million yen in cash.
死んだおふくろがメイドから送ってきたような気がしてね。中身もよくわからんし、薄気味悪いんでずっとほったらかしにしてて、今日まですっかり忘れてたんですわ。お嬢さんはこれが何かご存知なんですかね。ひょっとしてあんたんとこにも同じものが。
どうしたんです？
園児様。ウリュウ、頭痛？
ごめん。頭が痛い。刺さってる。知っている。
知ってるって何を？まさかこの封筒、園児様のところにも？
I've remembered. A strange envelope was also sent to me 12 years ago. After losing my entire family, I was depressed. But it was a really strange thing to come in the mail, so I had a faint memory of it. It was a strange letter, which I had no memory of sending, but it had me as the sender. I forget the destination address, but the named recipient had been Ushimiya Rudolph, my father. I remembered how disturbed I was when I got the letter I thought from father, opened it up, and found a key in a card that I didn't really understand. I felt let down and threw it away somewhere, I think. Where did I put that envelope? I probably lost it somewhere in the chaos that followed. By now I have no way of checking its contents. However, I have a general idea. I'm sure the contents were the same. Without a doubt, there had been a key, a card, and a note with a pin inside the envelope.
ベアトリーチェ、これは何のつもりよ。あいつは全ての遺族にこんなふざけた金をばらまいたというの？死んだ後も愚弄するなんて許せない。
ウリュウ、園児。
Sakataro acted nervously. As I looked on his worrying face, my agitation began to cool off bit by bit.
ごめんなさい。ベアトリーチェ憎しは今に始まったことじゃないわ。あの6歳の日に、もうすでにあの魔女と縁があったことに驚きと怒りを感じただけよ。
この12年間、園児様はずっとベアトリーチェ様の呪縛に囚われてきた。これがそのまさに呪縛の証となるのかもしれません。ですが、どうかしっかりそれを打ち破るための旅でもあるはずです。
そうね。頭に血を上らせたって何の役にも立たないわ。冷静に考えなくちゃ。これはどういうことなの？遺族に1億円をばらまく意味は何？挑発だとでも言うの？ベアトリーチェめ。
園児、落ち着いて。ウリュウ。
As Sakataro buried his hand in my head in my stomach, he urged me to stay calm. I took another deep breath and started thinking.
この封筒の送付はつまり、ベアトリーチェによる事件の計画性を裏付けるものかしら。
消印は親族会議の直前、そしてわざと時間をかけて返送されてくるように仕組まれている。事件の後に届くようにしたかったということかな。
うん、そうなるわ。でも少し疑問もあるの。なぜこんな不確実な方法で？
不確実？
ねえ、だって何日で郵便が戻ってくるかなんて事前には想像もできないじゃない。郵送先の郵便局が調査し、送付先不明と判断し返送するまでの期間なんて普通は想像もできない。
そういえばそうだね。ちゃんと到着の期日を決めて、そういう郵便で出した方が確実なのにね。ウリュウ。まあでも、前日に投函したんなら、どんなに早く戻ってきても、きっと月曜日以降の到着になったでしょうし、死者からの手紙を日取りたかったんじゃないかしら。
死者からの手紙か。確かにね。あれは驚くし嫌な気持ちになるわよ。死んだ家族の名前が表に大きく書かれている郵便物が物々しい付箋付きで郵便受けに放り込まれているんだから。でも私は何か腑に落ちないわ。私だったら期日指定郵便にする。ひょっとしたら想定しない日に届くかもしれないという不安定さが私にはどうしても理解できないの。
ウリュウ。でも確かにそういうのベアトらしいかなって思う。
あなたベアとのことわかるの？
ちょっとしかお話ししたことないけど、でもベアとならこういうことをするかなってのがなんとなくわかるの。マモンもなんとなく想像がつかない？ベアトってこういういたずら好きだよね。確かにそうかも。ベアドリージ様なら死者からの手紙みたいな悪質ないたずらはやりかねないと思います。それだけじゃなくて、絶対確実な方法じゃなくて、ちょっぴり不確実な方法の方をベアトリーチェは面白がるの。
不確実な方法を面白がる？
I remembered Maria Nachon's diary. It had described playing with Beatrice very often. During those times, Beato would sometimes play pranks on adult relatives with Maria. But those pranks always had a touch of witch aesthetics, which was that they were more interesting when they were uncertain. One day, Maria Nachon and Beato decided to use a wind-up minicar that she had brought for a prank. It was a popular toy at the time, so if you made the minicar back up, it would wind up the springs and the tires, and then when you let go, it would race forwards. They wound up that minicar and set it behind a milk jug. In other words, the prank was when you lifted the milk jug, the minicar would jump out forwards to surprise whoever did it. Hoping someone would get caught by this prank, Onechan and Beato had watched the adults from the shadows the whole tea time. They were looking forward to see someone get caught by it, but no one moved the trapped milk jug, and the trap ended in misfire. When Onechan then muttered, "We should have put it somewhere where it definitely would have caught someone," Beato apparently said this: "The most interesting and thrilling traps are those where you don't know who will get caught, or even if anyone will get caught at all." It's probably true that you wouldn't get this kind of excitement from a trap that would certainly go off. Similar accounts occurred in multiple places, making it possible to guess that the witch called Beatrice had a fickle character and loved random thrill. A fickle person is very hard to deal with. I can't spin the chessboard around to find out what that witch from 12 years ago was planning. As Enji examined these, her gaze darted from place to place. Then she suddenly showed interest in the wall. There several framed pictures were hung. Many of them were commemorative photos from when the relatives of the Kumasawa family gathered or went someplace to play, and Kumasawa was in several. And she still wore that smile that made it so that you could almost hear her lighthearted ho-ho-ho laugh. It's part of my distant memory, but I definitely remember that she was this sort of cheerful old lady.
熊沢さんは事件の直前に変わった様子はありましたか？
いやー、いつも通りに見えたな。親族会議はピリピリするから辛い辛いと漏らすのはいつものことでしたし。
これは？
Among several frames, there was one that had something other than a picture of people in it. There was a picture of an enlarged relief of a door from a Western-style house or something. You couldn't see any interesting subject in particular, which was actually bugged me a bit, and I wondered why anyone had gone through all the trouble taking it. As I got closer, I realized that the characters had been written with a pen.
ああ、それはお袋の形見分けでもらってきた写真ですわ。多分例の黄金伝説に関係したやつではないかと。
魔女の碑文ですか？10トンの黄金の隠し場所を示すと噂される。熊沢さんも挑んでおられたんですね。でもこれは碑文じゃない。初めて見るものです。
There was an arch above a Western-style door, and that's where the relief was. English words were engraved there, and that seemed to be what the picture was focused on. The pen writing appeared to be a translation into Japanese.
この扉は1000兆分の1の確率でしか開かない。あなたは1000兆分の1の確率でしか祝福されない。知らないわ。こんな文章、碑文にもお姉ちゃんの日記にも出てこない。
お袋の遺品の中に碑文の謎解きに挑戦してると思われる写真やノートが結構出てきたんですわ。お袋も案外そういうのが好きだったんだな。なんでも10トンの金塊が隠されてたって噂だ。そりゃあお袋も夢中になるはずですわ。
In both Maria Nachon's diary and in her grimoire, there was a description of the witch's epitaph. It talked about how it was a ceremony to open the door to the Golden Land, Beatrice's resurrection ceremony, Beatrice's succession ceremony, on and on. Maybe the most interesting one was that last part, about it being a succession ceremony. According to Beatrice, if you were able to solve the witch's epitaph, you would receive not only the 10 tons of gold in the Ushirimiya family inheritance, but her own magical power and name, as well as the title of Golden Witch. Among the Ushirimiya family household at the time, the witch's epitaph was thought to be a difficult quiz, which the family head Kinzo had arranged for her to choose his successor. But from Mariage Saussure interpretation, the questioner was Beatrice herself, and she had posed the question in part to choose her successor. There's a slight discrepancies in the detail of the two interpretations. Either way, its ominous contents brought to mind a bloody serial murder, and both the message bottles drew a tale of the crime following that pattern. If I could solve the witch's epitaph now, 12 years later, I wonder if I could expose some plot made back then. I tried to solve it many times myself, but I never did have a clue what it meant. It seems that many of the witch hunters tried as well. I also found many theories like the La Plata theory and the Enora theory in certain books. However, neither of these theories were conclusive.
他にも資料が
あると思うけど、兄弟で適当に分けたからな。誰が何を持ってるやらさっぱりですわ。申し訳ない。
この熊沢さんが撮影した英文だけ読むと、めったに開かれない開かずの扉という印象を受ける。でもこれは屋敷のどこかしら。光の具合から屋外みたいだけど、熊沢さんはこの中にその黄金が隠されていると睨んでたのかしら。
さあ、いずれにせよ六軒島の屋敷のどこかでしょうな。お袋の預金口座には残念だが黄金を発見したと思えるようなお金は入ってませんでしたよ。さすがに見つからんかったんでしょうな。
The Golden Witch Beatrice gave 10 tons of gold to Kinzo, which meant that the witch was the true owner of the gold. Beatrice was the owner of all the vast fortune of the Ushirimiya family. The witch holding this vast wealth had massacred the humans on Rokunjima on that day, sending large amounts of money to the surviving relatives like it was a game. Like hell, it's a letter from the dead. This is a desecration of the dead. I was once again convinced. When my family died on that island that day, they didn't go to heaven. They're being trapped by the witch even now, and are being desecrated and tormented for all eternity. The last place Angie visited was a store in the region between the housing district and the retail stores, with a signboard saying, Marufuku Sleep Shop. There lived a man who had been the boat captain of the ferry boat to Rokunjima at the time. Even he, who once lived as a man of the sea, had retired after contracting a serious illness, and was now taken care of at a house of his son and his son's wife.
よく覚えてる。あんた、まだこんなに小さかった。立派になったな。そして、さぞや辛かっただろう。お前さんの気持ち、よくわかるぞ。
The former boat captain was in such high spirits that you couldn't really tell that he had retired in the first place. His memory seemed clear too, and he could remember the events of more than a decade ago well, apparently even about how NJ had been at the time. The way he chatted about on was very helpful for Angie. But at the same time, he also remembered the final family conference very well, and the fact that he remembered even details like Battler's fall madness on the boat was actually painful for her. It had been it had been so back then as well, but even now there's no public way to cross to Rokunjima. It was necessary to make an individual request of an owner of a boat to make the voyage. I'd been unable to arrange for a boat to Rokunjima, so if he refused me, such a voyage would probably become hopeless.
わかってる。今、あの島に行きたがる船なんぞ、簡単には今じゃ六軒島と呼ばず、古い名前の悪食島と呼ぶ者までおる。この辺りの船乗りじゃ、首を縦には振るまいな。
From the start, fishermen had feared Rokunjima as an island of misfortune, and because of that incident 12 years ago, this fear had reached a peak. They respected the sea, feared it, and revered it. There was almost no sailors who would try to take a boat to the cursed island. Because of that, most of the witch hunters were unable to cross over to Rokunjima, and were limited to take a trip around the island. Ironically, this had caused the sense of mystery surrounding Rokujima to increase even more, which had resulted in the propagation of the bizarre witch stories they love so much.
船は出してもらえるでしょうか？
うん。明日だけ返してもらう約束になっとる。最近はエンジンがだいぶご機嫌斜めらしいがな。かっ飛ばしてやるわい。
The former boat captain promised that tomorrow he would go back to his previous job and take his boat out to Rokujima. Now, my method of transportation to Rokujima is insured. This is probably all I can do on Nijima. All that's left is tomorrow. On Rokujima, I'll reach the final destination of a journey that stretches back 12 years.
よかったね。これで島へ行けるようになったね。
そうね。船を見つけるのは難しいと聞いていたから、船長が協力的で助かったわ。
エンジ様ほどではないにしても、船長にとっても12年前の事件は未だ抜けないトゲなんでしょうね。ウリュウ、船長さんも心の整理がつかなかったんだね。ずっと。そりゃそうでしょう。約束通り10月5日にあのじいさんが船を出してくれれば大勢が助かった可能性がある。ちょっと風が強いからといって船を渋らなければ。ウリュウ、そんなこと言っちゃダメだよ。船長さんもそれを今日までずっと苦しんできたはずだよ。
Apparently, they truly had been right in the middle of a typhoon on October 5th. According to the boat captain, he had known for certain that they'd be trapped on the typhoon if they headed on Rokujima on October 4th. But the family had been very persistent about the day of their conference, which had been determined beforehand. It was only natural. All the relatives had been very busy at the time, and they came to the family conference only after arranging their schedules beforehand. It was probably a situation where they couldn't easily push it back to next week just because of a typhoon was approaching. It wasn't the boat captain's fault, but perhaps you could say it wasn't that he wasn't so irresponsible that he couldn't place the blame wholly on the typhoon. Certainly, just as these two said, there's no doubt that the boat captain has been dragging the events of 12 years ago along with him this whole time. And by taking me, the last member of the Ushiyamiya line, to the island, and bringing me back safely, he might be trying to find some resolution for his past.
船は昼過ぎに帰ってくることになってる。それからあんたを六軒島へ案内するから、到着は夕方前になるだろう。電気も明かりもない島だ。あまり長いはできんぞ。その程度の上陸で、あんたの気は済むかね。
長い下から何かの気が済むという船を出してもらえるだけでも感謝します。
うん。すまんな。わしが船を手放していなければ、ケチなことを言わず、好きなだけ島へ案内してやれるんだが。
It's not like I have a goal of doing something in particular in Rokujima, so I'll be there in the evening. The evening, which straddles the two different worlds of day and night, almost seems like a borderline between this world and the next, or possibly 1998 and 1986. And it was almost like the most fitting time to visit Rokujima. It's not like I have anything in particular to do there. Just staying there for a few hours should be enough for me to find some closure. At that time, there was a small knock on the paper sliding door, and Amakusa stuck his head in, tapping his watch. I nodded back and told him about how I had succeeded in reserving a boat for tomorrow.
それはよかった。そろそろ参りましょう。船長、明日はよろしくお願いします。
ああ、任せておけ。お前さんたちの難儀な事情も聞いとる。わしも当時のワイドショーを見ていて、面白半分に事件をかき回す連中に虫唾が走っとったもんだ。協力は惜しまんよ。
ありがとうございます。それでは明日お昼に。これ船代に。
Angie took a wrapped wad of 10,000 yen bills from her pocket. The boat captain should have noticed this thickness as well, but he paid absolutely no interest and shook his head.
わしはお前さんに感謝しとるよ。これは天のお導きだ。あんたを六軒島へ連れて行き、そして無事に連れ帰る最後のチャンスをくださったんだ。 わしは金蔵さんに任されていた最後の仕事を今ようやく終えることができる。だからあんたには感謝してる。金は当時の金蔵さんからたらふくもらってる。あんたから取れんよ。
ありがとうございます。
階段足元に気をつけてな。急だぞ。
I went down the steep staircase that was in the exact opposite of accessible. It was getting hard to believe that there was actually a chest of drawers and a TV in the room upstairs. Most of the first floor was a bedding store, and many futons piled up on each other. We weaved our way through the cramped futon shop. After cautiously checking around outside, Amakusa dashed out first and started up the car.
孫の部屋が空いとる。泊まって行っても構わんのに。見ての通り、布団なら有り余っとるぞ。
ありがとうございます。万一の時、ご迷惑はかけられませんので。
事情は知らんが、相当な厄介に巻き込まれてるようだな。うさんくさい連中が人探しをしていると噂になっとる。あんたのことじゃないのかね。
そう。
Angie played dumb, but it looked as though the boat captain had guessed.
わしは六軒島を目指す客人を送り届け、そして迎えに行き連れ帰ることが仕事だった。その仕事を12年前に中断したまままだ終えてない。だからわしはあんたのおかげでその仕事をようやく終えることができるんだ。だからわしにその仕事を終えさせてくれよ。わかってるな。
ええ。別に私は死にに行くんじゃない。
But part of me does feel that, if I could die on that island, I'd surely be able to go to where my family is. I finally become aware of it. I might have been planning to die on that island. I might have come all this way, heading towards Rokunjima, in search of a place to die. The boat captain had guessed that as well. That's why he repeatedly told me not to die.
ええ。死にません。約束します。そもそも私、どうして六軒島に行かなくてはならないのかの目的さえ、未だにあやふやなんですから。
いや、目的はきっとある。あんたにないなら、それは彼らにあるんだ。島があんたを呼んだ。だからあんたはここまで来たんだ。
そうかもしれませんね。私は、呼ばれたのかもしれない。
I was called. But for what reason? For them. Father, Mother, Battler Oni-chan, and Maria Ine-chan. Or maybe the Golden Witch. Beatrice. What is on Rokunjima? And what will I achieve? Even though tomorrow is finally almost here, I still haven't been able to understand my own mission. There was a sound of a car stopping in front of the store, and a short honk could be heard.
それでは明日、失礼します。
Wandering
between the stacks of futon in the cramped store, I was about to go outside. Then my feet stopped.
どうしたね？
あれは？
あれ？はて、何の話だね？
Trembling all over, I pointed at it. But no matter how much the boat captain squinted, he noticed absolutely nothing in that direction that should have surprised me. That must mean... That must mean...
ありえない。どうしてウリュウ、レンジェ、どうして、どういうことなのこれは。
私にだってさっぱりだわ。そんなバカなことってあるの？これは魔法なの？奇跡なの？ええ。多分これは運命よ。私は今理解したわ。これが 私の使命だったのよ。
ウリュウ、私には何が何だか。
Shaking, I pointed to the thin darkness inside the store and froze up.
どうしたんだね。何があるんだね。わからん。わしにはわからん。あんたには何が見えてるのかね。
ありがとう船長。全部これは運命だったんです。ここに私が訪れることさえ運命だった。これが私が六軒島へ行く目的で使命なんです。
エンジさん、どうしました？トラブルですか？
わしにもさっぱりわからん。お嬢ちゃんが暗がりを指さしたまま固まっちまったんだ。
エンジさん、大丈夫ですか？何が見えるんですか？
あなたたちには見えないの？それよ、それ見えないの？
見えるのはただの陳列棚です。誰も言いやしませんぜ。
ウリュウ、エンジ、僕には何が何だかわからないよ。これは夢なの？魔法なの？どういうことなの？エンジ。
Sakataro lifted his face towards Enji. From his eyes slid a single tear.
エンジ様。
理解したわ、お姉ちゃん。そしてベアトリーチェ。
ウリュウ。
This is magic, isn't it?